Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well, staying safe, and has been staying safe and staying healthy. So today we have our finished pages. I did a lot more books than last month. Apparently, I did 29 pages, 25 books. 4 of those happened to be PDFs. So I was kind of really surprised by that. I was trying to see if I sent a messenger to anybody else. So I'm doing the PDFs because that's the fewest ones first. So I have 4 PDFs. So when I'm done with them, I keep them in plastics so they don't get damaged by anything else. So this first one comes from 90th Design, and they're no longer selling on Etsy, but they used to sell. So I used to get a lot of their books. I don't know what happened to 90th Design. They just decided not to sell their PDFs anymore. So this one comes from, I think, what is this, Halloween Witches, or what is it? Yeah, Halloween Girls by 90th Design. They did a lot of stuff, so now they're not selling anymore. And that's really a shame. So I really like this. I wanted orange to represent the fall, and the hat is orange, so I kept the dress. I did this with markers. It ended up being a really nice piece. I liked it. I like doing portraits a lot, so. The next PDF comes from Beautiful Witches by ADPC Art. They're brand new seller. They have quite a lot of stuff now. I know some of this might be AI, some of it might not be AI. So, be aware that some of this stuff may be a combination, like Botanical Nook. She's very upfront about it, that half her work is hand-drawn and then the other half she uses AI to complete it. So they're very upfront about that. Just let people know when you're buying AI that this company may be AI, may not be. So, because they have a few things on their website, not a lot. But then I liked what I saw, so I did this one also with my markers, which happen to be Copics. Right now, I don't have any other markers except my Copics. So this is done on, and this is done on my. Oh, what cardstock am I using? But I am using a, what is it? I think Nina 80 Bright cardstock. If anybody wants to know the cardstock I used. Then I got I purchased a PDF book from Deborah Mueller on Etsy. This is called Fall Friends, and this one is from Fall Friends, I believe. I thought the pictures were really cute in this one. But I buy a lot of, what I've been doing with a lot of the Deborah Mueller, I have a few in paper, and then I started buying them in PDF format because it's just easier, to buy them and then print them out on the paper I like, so I don't ruin the paper in the book. So I like coloring in PDFs for that reason. Plus, they're easier and I just print out the pages I want to color. So I did this one with markers as well, and some, you guys probably don't see it, but you see the little shucks, they're bright there. That's a gel pen. It doesn't really come across on camera too well unless I go really up close, and then you can see the gel pen on the shirt. So then this one, I wanted to give it a holiday feel, like Starbucks feel with the cups up. And then this also is for 2 tags. What is this? September Color Your Hoard 2024. And How Many Pumpkins. Yes, they're doing I forget who's doing how many pumpkins again. So this is 3 pumpkins. So then the next one is a set that I got, I think either last year or a few months ago. But this is also an older picture. This comes from Everything Gothic by Nori Art. Now, if you're not familiar with Nori Art, you really should. She does some beautiful, beautiful pictures. Like, see, here it's red, but the color comes out looking like a reddish brown. I do not know why. So originally I wanted the thing to be dark blue, but I realized this blue was overtaking everything. So I then made the rest of the crow purple and yellow. So I made the bird that way just to give it some texture. And then I made this grayish blue. This came out looking grayish blue on this paper, even though it's a gray. Then I colored over the trees with the brown. So this is a darker grayscale image. So when you color darker grayscale, it's better to use lighter colors on darker grayscale, just because it comes out more and it pops a lot more. Yay to the 4 people in here. Come say hello. We don't fight here. We're not going to tear your head off. I'm still reading 2 books. I'm almost done with, what is it? Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan. I remember Sarah Reese Brennan when she was writing young adult. So this is her first adult novel that she's reading. And I absolutely found the book hilarious. I'm still reading How to Become a Dark Lord and Die Trying. I'm about 50% through that book. So we did 2 in this one, and this is a top 10 book to finish. So I don't think I'm finishing this year, even though I've done quite a lot in this book. So as you can see, I write down when I finished them. When I started this book, I wasn't writing down the dates of when I finished this. So I wanted to do some autumn colors, so that's what I did in this one. I have some books that are in WIPs, which means works in progress. So this one I did with my markers. This one I did as well. I did it in purple and green. I thought this one really came out quite nice, and I only used 2 colors. So this is a 2-color mandala. So I thought that came out really nice, the purple and green. I think the color is not blue, even though it looks like it's blue or gray or teal on camera, but really it's a green. So, hey KDC, how are you? So this is the second one we did in this book. So I did this on 9/26/24. I know this still today and tomorrow in September, but I'm doing it today because then I can put stuff away and clean up and then start again. Hey Keely, how are you? So we did our 4 things in there. So I thought Long Live Evil is funny. I'm almost done with that. So I'll probably finish it either today or tomorrow before book club tomorrow evening. So I have the book club tomorrow. And then we did my goal every month now. Every month I want to color in 1 hardcover coloring book. That's one of my goals every month. And the goal, of course, is to always finish 1 top 10 book, 1 non-top 10 book. If I don't finish it, I do not feel bad because there's so many books to do. And I did, I was doing my stats. So before I did this, I typed up everything. The way that I keep track of everything is I put everything down in a notebook every month. So every month I have the September video live streams that I do, the September 24 finished pages. But before that, I also have a goal. So you see, finish 1 top 10, finish 1 non-top 10, color 1 4 picture, color in at least 1 hardcover book, color at least 4 PDFs, which I did. So you try to make things goals. So, and then you try to do that. And then because I had already finished 1 top 10, I think I finished 3 coloring books this year in total so far. So, and all 3 were not keepers. So you do the October. So here's what October's is goal. Finish 1 top 10 book, well, top 9 now. Finish 1 non-top 10 book. Color at least 4 PDFs. Color from 1 male artist book. Color at least 1 grayscale picture. Color 1 Halloween picture. Do at least 3 live streams / videos because that could be different. Like I might have to pre-record. Color in at least 30 books because this month I colored in 25. So I always go 5 more than the book I did. Or if I don't get to it, I don't get to it. Color in 1 Coco Wild book. Color in at least 1 Hannah Lynn picture because I haven't done that in a while. Color in 2 Creative Haven books. Color in 1 hardcover book. So that's basically my goals for October. If I don't finish it, I don't finish it, but at least I give myself some goals every month. That way I feel somewhat better. I did rearrange some stuff in the house this month, so that made me feel better. And I opened up some space, and then what I did was because I have the binders in my closet on a really high shelf, so when I cleaned up and reorganized that, I moved my the binders that I keep my PDFs. I've been very good, Keely. So what I did was I moved my binders to the bottom shelf in my bookshelf because some room opened up, and what I did was I moved the binders down there that I keep my PDFs because I'm always going up into the closet and then having to bring them down. So I figured, you know what, it's better for me to start to move it down because I'm always using those binders. So hence that's why I did that. So I've been busy. You know, I had the dog last week. My brother's, we were pet sitting him. So he was very happy here. So that was very good. So then I have Slavic Beauties by Christina Novak. And I did this one. I haven't worked in this book in a really long time. Someone asked me, would you consider this a grayscale book? I would consider this a light grayscale or more of a sketchbook because, see, this is more what I've done quite a lot of pictures. So you see here, I would consider this a lighter grayscale. But then, you know, there's a part of it where this is definitely grayscale. And this is what you consider a darker grayscale book. So, and this one was one we did a while back. So I've done a few pictures in this book, so. Someone asked me, would I keep this book? If I ever finish this book, I definitely would keep this book because it's such a pretty book. So that is, this one is a keeper. Like things like my Jade Summers, I will not keep. So speaking of Halloween, we did this grayscale coloring book. These are in no particular order, by the way. They're just whatever way they landed on. This is Kawaii Horror Coloring Book by Jade Summer. This is a grayscale. So you get, I think they give you 2 of each image in here. Yeah, this is one of the ones that they give you 2 copies of each image. So these books were, the ones that I have 2 sets of the images were bought quite a while ago. Now they've changed the formula for some of these books where they put them in anthologies, like you'll have the 4-in-1 books or the 1 and 2. So now there's no double sets of them. So this one I did completely with markers. This one, I'm really proud of this one. I really like this one. I think this really is very nice. I enjoyed doing this one. I put some links up, but I didn't get to finish putting the links up, so. So this is the Gothic Fantasy Special by Nisca Guerrero. I have a piece of paper behind here, and I'm going to show you what happened in this book to one of my pictures. So I did this one. I did this one, obviously, with cheaper markers back in the day, but look what happened. It's all yellowed here. You guys, and then you also see some marks here. So I might end up doing a project with this where I cover up the yellow. I have an idea on how to cover up that yellow. No, so when you do that, you might have to put down the sheet of paper just to stop the bleeding. And I did this one. This one I did last night. I finished this one last night. So you guys see this one? This one is from Nisca Guerrero. She does some great books. You know, I liked some of them. I will say that for the most part, I do like a lot of them. Courtney, it's not always, you know, some of the Jade Summer ones I like. The Jade Summer books that I have, I like, but I don't like some of the more recent ones, if that makes sense to you. Like, I like the older stuff. So it's not even like, you know, you like the stuff. So this has gel pen, really. You guys can't really see the gel pen in it unless I put it up, and then you guys will see the gel pen and the sparkly bits in there. So that's what it did there. So there are ways to cover up when you yellow a page, but usually if I yellow the page, there are ways to cover up the yellow. You just have to give yourself a black thing in that. I can tell the marker was drying up a little bit because you see the color isn't as vibrant, it's a little faded. So that's what happens here. But sometimes I'll keep a page behind because for some of the books they yellow, and I do not know why. On some of the coloring heavens they yellow, and then in some of them they do not yellow. Hi, Robin. Biblo, Robin's here. So that's Gothic Fantasies. I I will say that Jade, if you're not familiar with Grayscale, Jade Summer is a perfect place to start with Grayscale because she has lighter Grayscale, darker Grayscale. Like this book, to me, when I look at it, it's one of the darker Grayscale books. You know, like what I'm like saying here is like a lot of these Jade Summers are lighter, but this one is one of the darker ones that she has. If you like Grayscale. Now, this one came out by accident. I do not know why this one came out suddenly by accident, but I was taking out books and knocked this one over. And then what happened was I started this one a while back. And what I did is I put a gel pen, a colored gel pen as the border. But this one I had done was an old whip, and then I just decided to finish it. What happened was I was going to put the Copic khaki card, and I accidentally, when I was refilling my Copic marker, I broke the khaki marker. So I put that on back on there. So I lost one of my Copics because I broke it by putting too much ink in it. So it cracked the marker. So never ever put too much ink in your Copics markers when you try to refill them, because it can crack the marker and then you have to throw it out. So that is something that I added to my shopping list next time I do a Blick order. So then I did Cute and Creepy Coloring Book. By that, I think I have like 20 pictures left in this book, so I think I have half the book done. So some of you have probably noticed that I have done a lot of work in this book. So this one has 2 in it. And I did this one. This one and this one I did this month. I didn't do a full color background because some of them I feel don't need it. And then this is an old one I'm doing. So then I'm doing this one. I started this one. I didn't get a chance to finish it, but I probably will this upcoming month. So I figure I'll color a lot from this book next month, probably, because next month is October and this book kind of goes with that fall vibe. So I will probably do this one. This one was in progress. I didn't get a chance to finish it. You can tell I started it, but didn't get a chance to finish it. So then I did this one in Fairytales by Emelie, Lidehall, Oberg. I have this thing where I go between liking this book and not liking this book. So as you guys can tell, I have colored all of this. I probably will color the inside cover last. The inside cover will probably be the last thing I color. So that's this one that I colored, which I like the way this one came out. But this was like start, stop, start, stop. I had worked on this over the last 3 months, so I started it, I stopped it, I started it. I have so many whips in this book, it's not even funny. So this is an empty picture, but it has some residue from other pages, so I probably will take a pencil and can I get to that page? So you guys can tell that I've done a lot of work in this. There's a lot of whips in this book. Sometimes I start a page and then I forget I did anything in this page, and then I'm like, oh crap, I forgot I did that. I forgot I did this. So this book is like kind of like my long-term whips. See, this one I did this, but I might, because this one goes with this one in a way, I think. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do a background to finish it. This is why this is still a whip, so I haven't decided if I'm going to do a blue background for this and this. But if I do, I probably am going to use a pastel for the background, because I'm not sure what I want to do yet. So I've seen people do very nice work in this book, but I'm not particularly, this is a book that I'm not going to keep when I'm finished with it. This is on the top 10 to finish, as well as the Cute and Creepy coloring books. Then I did this one, Girlfriend's Coloring Book by Deborah Mueller. Now, this book, it really belongs to me, but you see, I put in the name, my niece's names, Hazel and Saya, because when I see this book, I'm kind of like, I think of Hazel, my niece Hazel, and my other niece Saya in this book, along with myself. So I did this one, I hadn't done this. I've done a few pages in this book here and there, and then you see what happened was my marker ran out when I was doing it, so you could see the faded color. When the marker was a little lighter than the darker color, that means the marker was running out of ink. So that's what I did here, and then you can see that in there, so I did that one. Doria Caprasoy, from Halloween to Christmas. So by now, this is the season for this book for the last, what is it, September, October, November, and December. This book is good for the next 4 months. Well, this month and then the next 3 months. So I take this out during this time of year. This has some really lovely pictures. I did this one. I thought this was really nice. The blues, the purples, and some of the pinks. I just really like the vampire witch. Then you can always see, well, this one is Christmas, so that's really a December picture. So I like that this book has a lot of Halloween stuff. This is like a lot of Halloween, fall, and Christmas and winter stuff. So if you like that. This is the next one. This is Intricate Flowers by Jade. I always try to do 2 or 3, but this month I only was able to do 1, and I feel bad. I didn't even start another one. So this is on the top 10 to finish, but I doubt I'll finish it because I'm only doing 1 or 2 a month. Sometimes I do 3 or 4, but it all depends on time, and what I'm in the mood to color. So this is one I did. This is like flower mandalas. It's mostly flowers, so you can do a lot of different colors. I've seen somebody do one in grays and purples and blacks. Someone did one, and I was like, kind of like, oh, so they want to do a different vibe with that one. I'm not sure if I'm keeping this one or not. I'm probably not going to keep this book when I'm done with it. Again, it's only a space consumption issue. So that's that one. Then I did Beautiful Portraits, Realistic Adult Coloring book. There's 16 left in this one, and this is on the top 10 to do as well. The thing about this book is that I don't like the paper. Like the illustrations, I do not like the paper for this at all, because everything yellows if you don't put every piece of paper behind it. So we did this inside page, which I hadn't done before, so I did this one. Good way to test your colors is do the inside page if you're not sure how the markers are going to react. So I've done a lot in this book already. So then I did this one. The problem is this eats markers, no matter if they're Copics, gel pens. I had someone say that this paper does not do well with pencils either. So one of my other coloring, I do and I don't. It's kind of weird because when I do this, I have to do this in a weird way. And my Copic skin tones do not like this paper. No matter what skin tone I use, the ink dries out very fast. It kind of takes the ink very, I don't know if it's poorly or not. And then I did this one. Tried to make her darker skin, but I don't do dark skin tones all that well. So I did this one. I just liked the portrait. It grabbed my attention. I was going to make her a little darker skin. Someone told me, what's good for this is the cheap set of Cali Arts, someone said. I had Cali Arts, but they yellowed the paper. It's like, no, what's good for this paper is really weird. It's a weird thing because some people said that they colored in pencil and had better luck with pencils in this book. I did not use pencils. It didn't even occur to me when I started this book. So, some books I use pencils, some books I use markers. Like a lot of my grayscale coloring books, I will use markers. Someone said to me pencils work better in this book. I have not tried that, and because it's a marker coloring book to me, so you can tell that I have done quite a few pages. I might do this one next. I don't know why, but I kind of like this book, and I can do this in like oranges and greens, I'm thinking, in this one. That's just what I'm thinking, so. Just, I don't know what else would be good because I've used Cali Arts before in this book when I had them. They were okay, but they yellow. That's the problem. The cheaper markers are going to yellow your books. Just a hint, guys, when you use cheaper markers, and I'm not saying that all markers do that, but you got to be careful what you use. Like, I've had the Arteza markers, they yellow like crazy in books, so I'm never going to use those again. No matter what kind of paper I use them on, they yellowed. Cali arts are good, but I mostly use the Cali arts for my PDFs. Or something like Intricate Flowers, which is what I'm using in that book, my Copics in that book. So, and then this is an older book. This is from Nikki Burnette. I wish she was still doing books, but she's not doing as many books anymore. I think she doesn't do any books. So what's on Amazon is her whole catalog. She used to do so many books. Now she doesn't do anything. So these are older books. So we did this one. I like this one that I did here. So this is a nice one with the fish. I think I was doing, oh yes, and then I started this one. This is my work in progress that I started and didn't finish. So, and how many pumpkins is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 pumpkins, but I haven't finished it yet, so it doesn't count. So, yeah, we have a how many pumpkins tag going on on the webs on the coloring book community, but I forget who's doing it. I saw the video for it, so I forget who's doing it. And then we also did a gray moon. So I gotta basically do the bird in brown. I haven't decided what the background color is going to be yet for this book, so we'll see how it works. Then we have another top 10 book that I'm doing. This is called Magical Fairies by Demeter Victoria. This is one of my hardcovers. This is also another top 10 book, but when I bought it, I chose to get it as a hardcover, and I'm glad I did. The thing is, this would have worked better as a paperback, to tell you the truth, but I do like the hardcover of it. I am 50-50 on this book. We'll see how the pictures come out, and I get to do them twice. So this is one of those 2 times books. So this is a long-term whip that I've had going like forever. So I started, stopped. So I don't remember what markers I did. But even though this has black pages, what I do is I still put a page underneath it. And then I was in the middle of, not that one of these books. I had a whip in this one. Then I started doing this one. I'm also in the middle of doing this one. Yeah, I know. I did this one with Copic, so as you can tell, the coloring came out really nice on this. And I did a floral white Copic, and then I put on a, what was that other color? Cotton Pearl, to get this skin tone. So, Copics, you can put one base of skin tone and then another. What I recommend with markers on this paper, though, is no more than 4 layers of any color on it, of skin tone, because otherwise then the peeling starts. So be very careful about that. I've learned that firsthand with some of these papers. And then here is one of my favorites that I did this month. I really like this book. This is called Fragile World. This is on the top 10, but these take me an exceptionally long time to do because I want to get them right. It's like I can't do them in a fantasy-based way. So sometimes I will look up the animal before I color it to get an idea of how to color it. So I did. Did I do? Oh, yes, this was the one that I saw. I saw somebody else's page that they had done of the elephant the month before, and they did it in yellow as the background. I did mine as a light blue, and this is the Asian elephant one. So I did the gray with the Prismacolor gray. The tree, the elephant that was the gray and the elephant was done with a Prismacolor gray, a Prismacolor white. The background was blue. These little leaves were polychromos. The trees were black widows. This was black widows. This was black widow, black widow. The greens were Crayolas, believe it or not. The green on the bottoms were all Crayolas. So this was a multi-layer pencil project. Which I was very happy about. that was that one. You know, when I do the Kirby pictures, it takes me time to do that. I do like the certain pencils. I find for this book that pencils lay out beautifully in this book. I saw that somebody had actually what is it? Had done it in marker. Somebody actually took apart their book, bought 2 copies of this book, literally, tore apart their book and made a bound copy of it and did it in markers. I was like stunned because they had it bound and they made it into markers. And her book is coming out really nice. The girl who did that, I forget which channel was that, but she did it in marker. She bought 2 copies of the book. Basically, she did 1 page here, 1 page there. Then she took the what was on each side and made it into more pages for herself. I think the book came out really pretty, what she did with it. It's coming out pretty, so. I just don't use markers in these books. So I guess Kirby counts as my male artist. Now, this book came back from New York, so I'm trying to find the page I did this month in it. Where's the page? Oh, can't get a page. I could have sworn I bookmarked it. I think it was this one. I think we did this one. Oh, here it is. Yes, you see, this is the one we did. I believe we did this on camera. If I'm not mistaken, I did this as a live stream. So there is a live stream which pencils I did do this. And so this is, I like this one a lot. I enjoy doing certain pages more than other pages. So this one we did on a live stream. I think we used colors. I'm not sure what we did. I'd have to look back on that live stream to know what we did in that one. Yeah, it was a lot of different books in that one. Another Color in Heaven, Gothic Pinups. I haven't gotten the new Halloween Color in Heaven issue. They said that there was a delay in shipping it, but I'm okay because I have enough Color in Heavens and enough Halloween and fall stuff. So it doesn't bother me to get that a little bit late. So we did this one, and this one is a September Color Your Horde one. So this one is a little bit more on the adult side. These are a little bit more, when I look at the pinups in this is a lot more adult than normal. I like them a lot. So that is a color, September Color Your Horde. Then I did this one. This is the one that we did last time. This is also another one that we did on a live stream. So there is a video of this on the channel. So we did this one live. You know, I like these Creative Haven ones because they're very affordable. Most of the books are going to be under $5 or $6. I mean, sometimes you get $5.99, $6.99. So, but most of the Creative Haven, which is produced by Dover Publishing, is a very good company. I didn't do any of my romantasy. So this one has lots of pumpkins. So you go 1, 2, 3 pumpkins in this one. This also can fall under how many pumpkins. This might have been a September Color Your Horde. I'm not sure if this was or not. No, this was not a September Color Your Horde. So I did this one by Ava Brown. This is a Color in Heaven Fashionable Fairy special. I enjoy these. These are really cute little fairies. I know that some people, sometimes Color in Heaven does issues that not everybody likes, and I'm okay with that because I like having a different set of artists, like maybe I don't always want the most prettiest ones. Maybe sometimes I want something cute to color. Sometimes I want something a little bit more adult to color. I found this one really fun to color. I enjoyed this one. So that was that one. Then I found this magazine. I'm not sure where I picked this up, but I picked this up somewhere. It wasn't the Barnes & Noble, but this is also a new magazine. The surprise is from Anthem Publishing, who produces these magazines. So This is, what is this one? September Color Your Horde. And this is what issue is this? Issue 3. So this is a brand new magazine. So this has like a whole bunch of Halloween, and I decided to do pumpkins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this counts for how many pumpkins, hashtag. So then I use colored pencils, of course, for it. Light colors on it. Now we're down to the final 2 books. Now this is the final one. Now this I brought, when I went back to New York, I had a book bag that I had left there, and there were some books left in there. So this is one of these books that I brought back, and this is called, what is this? This is Color Me to Sleep. It's a Zen coloring book. I think this is illustrated by Angela Porter and Lucy Macklow. So I have artists, I just didn't know it at the time when I put it on the list. I'll update that. So this has kind of like different things, and of course I did a mandala. So I'm really happy with this one. I really like the blues and the greens. These are the colors that calm me. So different colors are going to calm you down and do different things. So I like the mandalas, and I did this with pencil. So the idea is for you to get a restful sleep and have some meditation, but I don't really use the book that way. And then the final book, which is a brand new book, I have been waiting for a reprint of this book forever. When they came out with this book, I missed the opportunity to get the original one. I was quite sad when it sold out. So when I got this, I was so happy when I got this, and it came in beautiful packaging, as you can tell. This one is not like that. So you see it has a cover. Take it out of the cover, protect it, then the binding. So you get this one. You buy this on Etsy, so this is not an Amazon book. So then you do Imaginary Friends, and I colored this one. I colored the inside cover one. So you get nice colors on this. So I haven't colored really that much in it at all. That's the only one that I've colored in it. So it's one of my favorite books. I wanted it for a long time. So, and this is the second edition of it. I think that's what this one says, right? Second revised edition. Yeah. See, she says second revised. So that is what we have done in this month. So in total, it was 29 pictures. 29 pictures, 4 PDFs, 21 books in total. So if you take the 21 books plus the 4 PDFs, that's 25 books. So 29 is what I averaged. So I'm hoping that next month I can, thank you, Kate Keeley. You know, I try to have a diverse set of books every month. And, you know, I have a whole bunch of books that I took out. There's a book that I'm in the middle of doing a mandala. Which one is it? Oh, Colorful Adventures by Colorya. I think that one was the Spiral Bound. So I'm hoping to do that too. I have that as a whip. It's not ready to see yet. So I'm doing that with gel pens and my markers. That paper requires that. So remember that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this month's pictures. I know I have. So this one was one that, if you guys missed it, this was from Beautiful Witches. Everybody says that they love this one the best out of all the pictures that I did this month. So that one is the favorite. But if you have one that you really like, let me know down in the comments after this. And when we are done, that this live stream will go into the videos, and then after it processes it will go live. So if you're watching this back on the playback, just tell me which one you like, didn't like, or, you know, there's always going to be mishaps, and we all have to just figure out how to use it. So I hope you all have enjoyed this stream. I know I have. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and let's give thanks for the healthy people in our lives. Everybody, happy coloring. Have a great week or weekend wherever you are. Happy afternoon, happy morning. Bye, everybody.